So I made well over 100,000 Rand at the age of 17 in South Africa online. And in this video, I want to give you the exact blueprint on how you can do the same. And honestly, if you don't watch this full video and you haven't made 100,000 Rand online and you're looking to do so, if you don't watch this video, you're actually doing yourself a disservice because the amount of value in this video is crazy. I don't sell a course. I don't sell mentorship. I don't sell coaching. I'm not going to try to upsell you to like $1,000, $2,000 course after this. This is the course. This is the free course. If you don't watch this full thing, you're actually doing yourself a disservice because this is literally the blueprint. There's 5 steps. If you don't follow all 5 steps, then you're not going to be able to become successful with this. But this is the simplest way to make your first 100,000 Rand in South Africa. If you implement these steps, there's no reason you shouldn't be able to make your first 100,000 Rand online within the next few months. You'll literally go from this guy here to Floyd Money Mayweather. If you have a phone or laptop, you can do this. There's no reason why you shouldn't be able to do this. If you learn what I'm about to tell you and then you implement this, then there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to make 100,000 Rand online. So let's get right into the video. So step 1 is pick your skill. Now, the problem with all these gurus online is they tell you to start all these different business models like Amazon FBA, start a AI automation agency, start drop shipping, start e-commerce, whatever these things is. But the problem as a beginner is you literally have no skills. You're literally invaluable to the marketplace because you have no value to provide. And if you want to start something like drop shipping, you have to learn 1,000 different skills to become successful at drop shipping. Drop shipping is a business model, but within drop shipping, there's these micro skills like sourcing products, finding winning products, finding suppliers, marketing the product, etc. Like those are all different skills that you have to learn, and they do take months to learn just one of those skills. Like drop shipping and all these business models, in my opinion, really just aren't beginner friendly just because of the startup knowledge that it takes. Like you have to learn a lot of different things. And what I'm about to teach you in this video is picking a skill and then offering that skill as a service. So you're not going to necessarily be starting a business. You're going to be fulfilling a service for someone. So that service could be video editing. You could learn video editing and offer video editing to like YouTubers, or you can become a short form editor and offer the service yourself and fulfill the service yourself. Because this is the least risky way or the simplest way to make money online. You literally learn one skill. It could be video editing, copywriting, sales, web design, cold emails, paid ads, whatever it is. You learn literally one skill, and that's all you have to learn. And then you go and offer that service to different clients. You become a freelancer. You work with one guy, you work with another guy. Like you work with different clients, and you provide a service to them. And that's just so simple because you're literally offering one service and you're going after one specific client, but I'll get into that later. And this is also really good for your future, is because if you learn something like copywriting, that's going to serve you throughout your whole life. If you learn something like sales, you're going to use sales throughout your whole life. If you become a video editor, you can implement video editing and you can implement content within different segments of your career in the future. And all these skills stay with you. Like you can buy Bitcoin, you can buy these stocks. All these stocks fluctuate, and the real asset you have is yourself and your skills. Like if you have really good skills, then that's your insurance policy. I can't remember who said that. I think it was Alex Amosi said your skills is your insurance policy. So if something goes wrong and you know sales, you can always get a sales job, and you'll always have a way of making money if you learn a skill and become really good at a skill. So instead of investing into stocks, instead of investing into Bitcoin or into crypto and investing into these different external things, invest into yourself, invest internally, invest into your skills and learn skills that will make you a better person and improve you as a person. Because at the end of the day, all you have is your knowledge and your skills, and that's the thing you can control. You can't control what the stocks are going to do. You're not going to control the price of Bitcoin. But as a beginner, what you can control is your skills and your knowledge. So if you learn a skill and you become really good at it, which I'm going to teach you how to do in this video, then you're always going to have a way of making money. Like me as a video editor, I'm good at video editing. I've got results for people with video editing. So I can always get a job as a video editor. There's no doubt in my mind that I could get a job paying me $1,000 a month, 20,000 Rand a month, or $2,000 a month, 40,000 Rand a month as a video editor. There's literally no doubt in my mind that I can do that because I've learned up that skill of content, organic marketing. So learn a skill. And what skill should you choose? So it should be something that you somewhat enjoy. Don't just choose something that you're really gonna like not enjoy, but you enjoy things that you're good at. Like when you start one of these things, whatever skill you choose, you're probably not gonna enjoy learning it. Like there's a figuring out stage of like a month of just figuring stuff out, and like because you're a beginner, you literally don't know anything. You have no momentum. You literally just don't know anything. So the hardest part is that beginning of learning that skill. And once you get over that, then you're gonna start enjoying it. As you become better, you're gonna start enjoying it because usually people enjoy things that they're good at. Like this whole passion thing is kind of stupid in my opinion, because if you become pretty good at something, you're probably gonna enjoy doing it. So the one thing you must do is only choose one skill. So rather be an expert at one than average at a lot of different skills. So rather become really good at sales or really good at web design than being average at like video editing, copywriting, and all these different things. Because if you think about it, who gets paid more? The brain surgeon who's really good at brain surgery, or like the general doctor who just does like general surgeries? The brain doctor gets paid more because he's so specified what he does and his skill is so specific, and if he's really good at it, he'll make a lot of money. But the general surgeon, he or she doesn't make as much money as the brain surgeon will, because the brain surgeon's an expert at what he does. So your skill should solve a problem. So the greater the problem you solve, the more money you'll make. I think Elon Musk said it. You get paid in the proportion to the problems that you solve. So if you solve a problem that everyone can solve, if you cut grass, for example, you're not really going to be paid that much, because every single person and their granny and their flipping dog can go and cut grass. But if you get someone onto Mars, like Elon Musk, that's a massive problem, and you'll get paid a lot. You'll get paid billions of dollars for that. So let's just say, for example, sales. Sales solves a problem because the owner of the business doesn't have time to hop on these sales calls, and you're hopping on these sales calls for him, and you're closing deals for him. You're making him money, and you're just getting a commission of that. So that's the first step, is pick your skill. Now you have your skill. Now the steps that follow are super important to be able to monetize the skill. So keep watching. So step 2 is pick your niche. So let me actually just make myself smaller here. So pick your niche. So a niche is a segment of the market you'll be offering your service to. So when you pick your niche or who you want to work with, like, be really specific, because the more specific you are, as I said earlier with the brain surgeon example, the more specific you are, the more niche down you are, the more money you're going to be able to charge. Like e-com brands that sell children toys, personal trainers who help women lose weight, not just personal trainers that help women lose weight. You could even add in here personal trainers who help women lose weight in Cape Town or in South Africa or whatever. That's just making it a bit more niche, so you can pay more because you're more niche down and you're helping a very specific person with a specific problem. So when you choose one single niche, you deliver the same service with the same systems, and you become really good at delivering your service for that one specific group of people. So let's just say you help personal trainers who help women lose weight, and you help them with running ads and getting clients through paid ads. So when you say personal trainers who help women lose weight, that's one service. So you're going to go to one personal trainer who helps women lose weight. You're going to run the ads for them, and then that means you're going to become so knowledgeable and so experienced in that niche, and you're going to get the best results in that niche because that's the only people that you focus on. And that means that it's the same service with the exact same systems, because all personal trainers who help women lose weight have the same problems, and you're helping them solve those problems. But then if you go to someone else who let's say helps men get jacked, they targeting a whole different demographic. They're targeting whole different people. So you're gonna have to relearn everything and then implement it like that. And you're gonna have to learn everything over again for that specific niche. But if you just go personal trainers who help women lose weight, you're going to get so hyper specific. You're going to know how to deliver the service so well, and you can just repeatedly do that. The importance is you repeatedly do it so you become better. You put the reps in with every single client that you get, and you learn and you become better. So that means you're going to be able to get different results. And then when you pick your niche, just make sure they actually need your service, and then they also have the money to invest in your services. The worst thing you want to do, let me just actually write this down here, is you never want to work with people that don't have money, because when you work with people that don't have money, they create more headaches than they actually pay you. They don't fully trust you. They're trying to micromanage you. They're weirdly specific about different things, and they're just like a headache to manage as clients. Maybe in the beginning you work with these people that don't really have money, because that means you can build a testimonial. But as you become better, you want to work with people that actually have money, because the reason is they just trust you and they let you do your thing, because I understand that you probably know what you're doing more than they understand what you're doing. And then if we go down here to step 3 is just practice. So practice means buy courses, buy books, buy mentorships, watch YouTube videos, or any way that you can educate yourself and become good at the skill that you're learning. Most of your learning is going to come from actually delivering the service and actually working with these clients. You can only prepare that much and plan that much and become kind of that good, but you're only really going to be tested when you start delivering the services. So don't worry too much about getting your craft really, really perfect, because you're going to do most of your learning on how to actually deliver the service when you're actually delivering the service. One of my mates, Andrew, who made a YouTube video yesterday, and the first point he made was school teaches you and then they test you. So you can prepare as much as you want, and then you get the test, you know what's going to be in the test, and you can learn for that test. But when you're delivering a service or you're running a business or whatever, or anything really in life, is you're going to get tested, and then you're going to learn. So you can only prepare this much. You're not really going to know what's going to come up when you actually deliver your service as a beginner. So when you start actually delivering your service, these things are going to come. You're going to learn these different lessons. You're going to have trouble with this. You're going to learn it. You're not going to be able to like preempt all of these problems that you're going to face. Otherwise, everyone will just be able to run a business or make money online, because they'll be able to preempt the problems and then be able to solve those problems. But most of the times the problems come to you, and you have to think on the spot, and you have to be able to, and you're going to have to learn and overcome those problems. Hopefully never make that mistake again. But you obviously should learn about your service, like become like pretty good at it. So if you want to become good at copywriting, go practice copywriting, go buy a course on how to become a really good copywriter. If you want to learn sales, go buy a sales course, go buy Luke Alexander's sales course. He has a really good sales course. You have access to all the information that you need to get started. All you have to do now is take action and actually implement these steps and what you learn. Like, everyone has access to all the information in the world that they need, and you just have to get going, figure it out, and start. Like, I started on my phone. I started editing literally on my phone. I used to sit in the car and edit videos. You can ask my dad if you want. I would sit in the car and edit videos for clients. I didn't even have a laptop then. So I would edit videos on the car, edit them on my phone. My phone would like overheat, but it was fun. It was really cool. Like, I was working with cool people. Like, just make do with what you have. And then after that, I like bought an iPad to start editing, because I don't really want to edit on a laptop. So from the money that I made from editing, I went and bought a little iPad mini, so I could just do all my editing there, and I didn't have to edit on my phone. And that was like my first investment, which was really exciting and really cool. And then step 4, once you've practiced and once you become really good, is you have to do outreach to get your first client. And you right now as a beginner, you probably have no money, so you can't run ads, because how are you going to pay for these ads? You can't get referrals because you've never got a client, you've never delivered results, so you can't get referred by a client to another client. And you can make content. Content's a really good idea, but that's more long-term like game. It's going to be really hard to sign clients through content. If you're a beginner and you just started making content, like, it will take time to start landing clients through content. But the one thing you do have is you have time and you have energy. So you can do cold emails and cold DMs. So you can DM people on Instagram, you can cold DM them, because that's for free. You can send an infinite amount of those, and all it takes is time and energy. And you can do cold emails. It's the exact same as cold DMs. The easiest way, I'm telling you right now, the easiest way to land clients, or especially to land your first client, because if you haven't landed clients, you have no results, you have no testimonials, you have no case studies. So especially your first client I still land clients like this, like with free work. I signed a client the other day for quite a bit of money every month. I'm not going to say exactly how, because that's just a bit like braggy. The easiest way to land clients is doing free work, because you don't have time to run ads, but you do have time and energy. So you better invest that time and energy pretty wisely. And the best way to invest that time and energy, if you want to start making money and you want to make your first 100,000 Rand online and you want to land your first client, is doing free work. So why free work? And why am I telling you to do free work? It's because it shows that you are hardworking. So if you send someone a free video, they're going to be like, whoa, this guy just edited me a free video, and he's not even like charging me for anything. He's not like selling me on anything. He just edited me this free video. They're going to be like, okay, this guy's cool. I really like him. Great first impression. Like, imagine instead of telling someone, oh, I can build your landing page for you, you actually go and build their landing page for them, and you actually go build a brand new landing page for them, and you send it to them, say, hey, I checked out your landing page. It saw some changes so you could make. Instead of telling you could make these changes, I created your whole new landing page. You send them the landing page. You'd sign that client like this. Like, if their landing page is actually bad and you actually just created a landing page for them that's better, they'll pay like this. And it also shows that you're hungry. Like, you take initiative and you want the work, and you're going to work hard once you get the work. Like, they don't want to hire someone that's lazy. They want someone that's hardworking and that's hungry. Yeah, and it's also part of the it factor. Like, you have the it factor. You're like going out, you're taking initiative, you're being persistent. You're like, the one guy made a free video for me. Like, we chatted a bit and then he left me unseen. And I was like, oh, why is this guy leave me unseen? Created him another free video, sent it to him, and then I closed the deal. So like, that's just kind of the it factor. That's just persistence. That's just keeping at it. And that just shows that you're a dog, basically. And then, yeah, it shows that you have the actual skill. So as I said about the landing page, if you build a better landing page, you clearly have a better skill, and you're clearly better at building landing pages than his previous guy that built the landing page. So he's going to hire you. If you edit videos better than his editor now, you're going to get hired, because it shows your actual skill. And in the beginning, your skill's not going to be that great, but this is going to be how you learn. Every single free work that you do, you're going to improve. So you're going to send one. The first one that you send is probably going to be pretty bad. Someone might leave you unseen, might ghost you. They might ghost you for the the first 10 people might ghost you, but as you start doing more free work, you're going to start learning, you're going to start improving. That's what I meant by the improving part. Like once you start doing this free work, you're going to start improving, and then you're going to land your client. Don't complain that it does not work until you've sent out 100 cold DMs or cold email with free work. So send 100 cold DMs with free work or cold emails with free work. Make 100 pieces of free work for 100 different people and improve every single time. So if you do that 100 times and you do free work 100 times and you send it to 100 different people and you don't land a client, I'll personally send you money, because there's no way if you do this 100 times that you won't land your first client. There's literally no ways. After doing 100, there's literally no ways you won't be able to land your client. And then if you haven't, then you can maybe start complaining, but don't complain until you've sent 100. Step 5 is closing the deal. So if someone replies to your outreach and they're interested, then don't hop on a sales call as a beginner, because your goal is to make money right now, not to really get good at sales. And if your offer is under $2,000 or like 40,000 Rand a month, then you shouldn't go on a sales call, because that's kind of just unnecessary. If you choose the right client who actually has money, your retain as a beginner should be anywhere from like $500 to $1,000. This is relatively low, but as a beginner, you just want to get your foot in the door, get your first client. So rather just sacrifice on the money so you can start learning, like in the game of learning over earning. So rather just sacrifice the money so you can learn a bit. So closing the DMs, and it just makes life easier. You don't have to hop onto a sales call and then you're like all nervous on the sales call. Obviously you're going to start going on sales calls, but like just in the beginning, just closing the DMs, because if it's like $500 to $1,000 and you actually have a valuable service, then people will do it like this. And I know it sounds weird. When I started, I didn't believe anyone would ever pay me $1,000 a month for a service. I couldn't even think about that. Like $1,000 is 20,000 Rand. Like that's a lot of money. And as a beginner, you won't believe that someone will be able to pay you. But guys, people have a lot of money in this world, and people spend that on like coffee every single month. Like it's stupid the amount of money out there, and you just have to like change your beliefs, because you believing no one can pay you this is going to affect the actions that you take. Because if you believe no one's going to be able to pay me $1,000, then you're not going to sign someone for $1,000 because you don't believe that you can. So literally just work hard, don't be lazy, be hungry, and follow these steps. Because if you follow these steps, I promise you'll be able to make money online. You'll literally go from this guy to this guy. These are literally going to be 100 Rand notes. When you land your first client, DM me on Instagram. If you have any questions, by the way, DM me on Instagram, because I'll answer any of your questions. I don't sell a course. I'll do my best to help you. And I don't sell a course. I'm not going to sell you a mentorship. I do this all just for free value and for free education, because I feel like helping is the best way of giving back, especially if you've done something just to help people do the same, is the best way of giving back and the best way to just help improve other people's lives. And if you implement this and if you implement these steps, you will improve your life, like from a money making standpoint, if you're not really making any money right now. So thanks for watching.